An incident happened on June 28, 1944 in Mandor Subdistrict, Landa Regency, West Kalimantan. Thousands of innocent people in West Kalimantan were tragically massacred by Japanese Imperial Navy. This massacre swept through all levels of society, from the imperial family, intellectuals, to ordinary people. First, in the 1940s, Japan attempted to dominate chess in world politics on December 19, 1941. The Japanese Air Force drove 9 planes and bombed Pontianak City. And on January 22, 1942, Japanese troops landed at Pemangkat, the Kapuas River estuary, Singkawang, and Ketapang. Japan then captured Pontianak on February 2, 1942. The arrival of Japanese troops did not get any significant resistance from the Dutch army, who immediately fled as soon as the enemy forces arrived.
Captain, we have arrived at Pontianak. Gradually, we will actualize our goal of coming here. That's right. That way we will finally be able to take over the natural resources here. Ha ha ha!
Don't be in a hurry. Let's survey the situation here first.
Remember, we have to be friendly with the people here to gain their trust.
Bro, there are foreigners who have just come. Who are they? I don't know, but from what I see, they're wearing a uniform.
Are they also army like us?
Maybe. Give it to me. Let me have a look.
We are in danger!
Don't panic. Just let them be.
Look! We have so many planes! Looks like they're going to attack us. What shall we do? It seems there's nothing we can do. We have to leave now.
Let's get ready and tell the other soldiers.
Pilot, we have arrived at our destination.
Is everyone ready to drop the bomb?
Yes! 3, 2, 1! At first, the arrival of Japanese troops to West Kalimantan was welcomed by the people. They thought that Japan wanted to liberate the people from the clutch of Dutch colonialism. However, over time, people began to realize that Japan's goal in coming to their land was only to use the population for Japan's interest in Second World War. Communities from all walks of life were forced to work together to build infrastructure for civil and military needs, which in the end, they were employed as robusta or forced labor. People were forced to work. They were deprived of food because groceries were increasingly difficult to obtain, and even if they were available, the prices were very expensive from across the island. Even they didn't have clothes, or at least a proper clothes, and if they didn't obey, they would be tortured. Also, on the top of that were experienced every day by people that women, who at that time were used by the Japanese military as prostitutes. Sadly, the promises of independence promised by Japan were mere figments, and instead what appeared was only the increasing misery of the people, more heinous than the Dutch colonialism.
Finally, Indonesia is in our hands. Now we have to be nice to them first, so we can take their sympathy.
Ha ha ha!
Next, that situation model local feudal lords, intellectual, military officials, religious leaders to commoners from various ethnicities, tribes, and religions become united. They discussed how to fight Japanese arbitrary action. However, there were rumors heard by the Japanese. The Kaigun or Tokei tell secret police heard that there was a conspiracy against the Japanese to rebel. They thought this suspicion. Moreover, at the time people's lives were suffering under Japanese pressure, they concluded that people were moving secretly. So, before the resistance, a deliberation had been reached. It was already detected by Japanese secret police. And this angered Japan, especially since previously in Banjarmasin, South Kalimantan, there had been a rebellion.
Come on, hurry up! What there? Move faster! I'm real tired with these Japanese people. Hey you! Don't be lazy and quickly do your job!
Sorry, sir, but I can't take it anymore because I haven't eaten for days.
Shut up! There's no reason! Do you want to be killed? Stand up! Hey! You! Where are you going? Come back here, stupid people! Don't you dare run away! Hey! Open the door! I said open!
We warn all of you! Don't you dare to rebel!
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Later, to quell this resistance, the Japanese then established Nishinkai, a kind of legal political organization to channel political ideas, which of course had to be in line with Japanese interests. However, it is precisely in it gather people who crave freedom that made the resist even tense more for real. However, this movement is secret, so it is not known exactly who the members of the residence group are. Until finally there was a rebellion in South Kalimantan which resulted in the execution of 25 leaders of the rebellion, including the former governor of Borneo during the Dutch era, Dr. Bauke Jan Haga, and hundreds of his followers in South Kalimantan.
Lately, these Japanese people have treated us like a sin.
It's true, we can't just keep silent and we have to be brave and fight them.
Then, what shall we do?
We have to plan how to fight and defeat them.
I agree, but don't let our plan be known by them.
Yes, remember you guys, we have to be careful because if the Japanese people find out about this, who knows what they're going to do to us.
Yes, my honey.
I will report this to my captain.
Captain, I want to report. It's really important.
What is it? Tell me, what's the rush?
The local residents have realized they were being threatened and I saw they were planning a rebellion against us.
Unbelievable. This can be tolerated. We must teach them a lesson. I order you to go and arrest them.
Yes, I will.
After that, the rebellions in South Kalimantan became a conquer for the Japans toward West Kalimantan. So Japan made a precaution so such a movement will not happen in West Kalimantan on October 23, 1943. Japan arrested several important figures in West Kalimantan such as local authority, community leaders, educated people, and detained them at the Tokei headquarters. Some of them never came back. Then on May 24, 1944, the Nissan K figures who were present were arrested. The others were picked up at their homes in the early hours of the morning. Include their relatives and families who were allegedly involved were also picked up.
I ask all of you, are you tired with the Japanese people?
Yes! Let's get rid of these cruel Japanese people.
Let us together fight them so we can be free!
Hey! Put your hands up! You are arrested! We will make you pay for your action!
Finally, on June 28, 1944, was the peak. An expert trial was held to try those who were arrested. Those who had been arrested were taken to a place which came to be known as one of the slaughter fields in West Kalimantan, a place established by the Japanese army in a pine forest area near Kopyong village, Mandor subdistrict, Landak Regency. The place is about 88 kilometers from the city of Pontianak. Their hands were tied behind their back and their faces were covered, and they were finished off with sword of swords. And it was said that there were many persons regarding the execution process. Some had their heads covered and then beheaded by a samurai, and some were held by putting water from a hose into their mouths.
Eventually, the Japanese army government newspaper Borneo Shimbun reported on this massacre on 1st of July 1944. The first page carried the headline, "The Great Insubordination Plot Against Dai Nippon has been uprooted." The news under it was entitled, "The heads of the gangs and others were shot dead. Security in West Borneo completely calm again," which indicated that Japan had carried out actions of arresting and executing the suspected of resisting. And the official number of victims, according to the West Kalimantan government, was 21,037 people. Whereas Yamamoto, a head of Japanese military police or company in West Kalimantan, mentioned the number of victims reached 50,000 people.
Mandor incident is known as the bloody overseer tragedy, namely the massacre without ethnic and radical boundaries, carried out by soldiers of the Imperial Japanese Navy that killed thousands of people in West Kalimantan. And it happened because the rumors that heard by the Japanese that there was a conspiracy against the Japanese to rebel. June 20 is also commemorated as the day of mourning for the West Kalimantan province and the birth of Regional Regulation Berdarah number 5 of 2007, which was established through a plenary meeting of the West Kalimantan DPRD. Based on the regional regulation, it is stipulated that Regional Mourning Day is celebrated every June 20. All school and government agencies are required to put out the flag at half-mast on that day. This day of mourning is proof the concern and appreciation of us for the struggle of the national movement that took place in Mandor. How tragic the incident was. It was such a tragic incident that since 1973, the regional government of West Kalimantan has made pilgrimage regularly to Mandor, and it was there that the Makam Juang Mandor monument was built. Our deep condolences and appreciation to all the people that died at Mandor incident on June 28, 1944. Our regret.